Get a £5 free bet every week with Offer Club from William Hill. Simply stake a total of £20 or more across the week on pre-match football accumulators with 4 or more selections, and you'll get a £5 free bet on the Friday. Join William Hill Offer Club on mobile or online now.
This is KUGAN CASSIUS for IFL TV in association with Macklin's Gym Marbella at the press conference here to announce George Groves' next fight, 18th of November, Wembley against GROVES-GUTKNECHT. With me I've got trainer Shane McGUIGAN. How are you, Shane?
Good, thanks mate. How's you?
All good. Had a busy summer. Got married. Training with you?
Yeah. Getting married was a bigger achievement, I think. But no, it was good. It's been a busy year anyway, and I think the rest of the year is going to be really busy as well. So didn't have much downtime, but no, it'll be good.
Last time out, obviously very impressive against Martin Murray, and this is a tough fight against GROVES-GUTKNECHT. Did George generally know that he'd beaten Golovkin?
No, he did. Yeah,
he did know. Okay.
He says he's one of 4 or 5, but I checked it out the other day. It was like he's one of 8 in the amateurs that beat Golovkin.
8?
So yeah, he beat him.
It sounded better with 4.
17-13, and it was a long time ago. So let's not grab onto that. I mean, look, you take from his professional career. You know, he's only ever been stopped on a cut eye. He throws a lot of punches. I don't think he's a one-punch concussive knockout us. Although in his last one he stretched somebody, but I think the fact that he's campaigned at light heavyweight, bringing him back down to super middleweight might increase his power. So we just got to be alert, got to be switched on. He throws a lot of shots, and I think coming off that Martin Murray fight, couldn't have had a better preparation for a fight like this, because ultimately, he's fought for a world title, and we need to keep pushing on. As George says, he doesn't want to be fighting puddings, because I feel like you switch off and you go backwards, and with a guy like this, he's tough, and you've got to be on it. And with George, everyone says he fades down the stretch, so let's keep proving them wrong and show that that we can keep focusing and stick to our guns. And if he knocks him out early, or if he knocks him out in the middle rounds, that's great. But if he beats him on points, it's another bonus. So it's just a win-win for us, really.
I mean, what's your understanding of the WBA situation regarding that title? Because it is quite complicated.
In all weight divisions, not just the one.
Yeah.
Sturm obviously tested positive for a performance-enhancing drug. I think it was nandrolone. They didn't strip him immediately until they opened the B sample. They've since stripped him. Chudinov is next in line. Well, Chudinov, I believe, won the fight as well, and I think there was a rematch clause or something, an immediate rematch clause. So I don't know what's going on there. I think we're sitting, waiting patiently. I think Chudinov may have a warm-up fight, and then we can possibly fight for the vacant title. But fingers crossed, we just keep doing. Just get this one out of the way, and then we'll look for a world title. I believe, even if it isn't with the WBA, I think he's in the running for a world title on any governing body.
Obviously, we know the girls strongly linked to fight Badou Jack hasn't been formally announced yet, but
it's been taking a long time. Hasn't it?
It is taking a long time, but that an option for next year still. There is still interest in that fight.
That's what he wants. Everyone wants the mega fights, and to have a domestic rivalry like him and De Gale, you can't. People go through their whole careers without getting that, and we're lucky that we had obviously the Frampton-Quigg one. George has got De Gale, so it's good to have those domestic rivals. Obviously he had Froch as well, but I think De Gale, there's so much animosity between those two. So I think De Gale will beat Badou Jack if it gets made, and then what a fight probably next year.
Where did the rumours come about this Chris Eubank potential fight? I don't know. It seems to have surfaced on social media over the last couple of weeks.
What the rumours were is a certain someone, not even a big time promoter or nobody, just came to both teams and asked them a question and asked them if they would fight each other, and they obviously said, of course I'll fight Chris Eubank Jr. if the terms are right and if it's a super middleweight. And I think it's just hot air. Yeah. Junior wants to win a world title at middleweight. He is a middleweight. George wants to win a world title at super middleweight. It's a fight down the line, 100%. But why would you suddenly try and jump into that fight from either teams? It doesn't make sense currently at this right time. But, I think that person wanted to launch a certain pay-per-view platform, and that was the fight he was looking at.
Well, it's a great fight.
Great fight.
Yeah. What weight is that? It's a great fight.
We can't get any lower than 12 stone, so that's just the way it is. Do you know what I mean? That's his limit. 12 stone is his limit. Right? So none of this catch weight bullshit. You know, just do it at 12 stone.
But listen, ahead of anything else, Friday, November the 18th, Gutnecht stands in George Groves' way. That said, been in with Bramer earlier on this year, fought for the world title against Stieglitz, so he's been in good company.
No, definitely, and you know he's a big lump, and he's on the weight, and he already looks lean, and although he's campaigned at 12.7, he looks like he's in and around 13 and a half stone. So it's probably the way he's going to walk in the ring at, which means he's not going up and down and struggling to make weight, which means he will take a better shot. So we'll see. It would be nice to stop him and knock him out, because he's been in there and he hasn't been stopped, and he stopped in the cut eye. So I think these sort of fights, there's a lot of people that have run away from him, like the Carolus as well. They were scheduled to fight him, and a few other people, and they pulled out and they looked for an easier fight, because they know that they're going to get a hard fight. But you know, George is up for a challenge with anyone. He'd fight anyone, like genuine fight anyone. So we got to kind of get the right fights through. Do you know what I mean? So and this, if he can stop Energy Eddie, why not?
I'm going to ask you a couple of things that I know you're not going to tell me anything about, but I'm going to ask you anyway. The rematch for Santa Cruz.
Yeah, signed. We're in talks, and that's the fight I want.
Is it going to happen this year though? Ideally for you, happen this year? Or?
Ideally it would, but I don't know if it will. I think it could be next year, early next year. So I really wanted Carl to get out 3 times this year, but we do have a rematch clause with him, and we will fight him. That rematch clause stipulates that we fight him within a certain amount of time, and I think it makes sense to fight him next.
Is there an issue where that fight will take place or not?
No, there's a couple of places. Like from either camp, we don't mind fighting him wherever, and he doesn't really want to come over here. So it will be in the States. Where it's in the States, we'll just whoever trumps up the most money at the end of the day. You know, so we know the TV platform is set in stone. So it's just about the venue really and the date.
All right, well, we'll await news on that. Yesterday, David Haye tweeted, said he'll be returning to the ring on the 10th of December.
Yeah.
Much speculation about his opponent. Rumours Lucas Brown, rumours still servicing around Shannon Briggs. I know you're not obviously going to confirm anything, but are we near any of those names?
Potentially. There's also an arena booked in Germany on December 10th. So potentially as well. But nah, I ain't pulling your leg. Listen, I'm not in any position to say it's not done yet, but it's close. So you should hear news soon, and David will fight before the end of the year, no matter what, December 10th.
It was the last part of the tweet that was most interesting, where he suggested everyone will be happy with the announcement. So that's a pretty big call to make on social media.
Yeah. David can fight anyone, and that's the way he likes to. People will be happy, but he just likes to wind people up. He knows that all the rumours are going around, and I think he's just. We are close, but no matter what, people are going to be happy because David Haye's fighting.
Obviously, just not the opponent, but where it's going to take place and what platform it's going to take place and all is that rumour mill is surfacing as well.
Okay.
I knew this was going to be like this, but anyway, listen, we'll await news when that takes place, rather.
Who's AJ fighting?
Meant to be Klitschko.
Is it?
Meant to be. Talks are ongoing.
Parker's not taking it, is he?
We're talking about Parker going the WBO route with
Andy Ruiz.
Wait and see what happens with them belts, but yeah. But you'd have to ask. You'd have to ask.
Is he fighting November 26th?
Well, November 26th, December 3rd, December 10th, all me mentioned. So
Okay.
you'll have to ask Eddie yourself, Shane.
I don't have his number anymore. He's blanked me.
Shane McGUIGAN, thank you very much for talking to IFL TV, and I'm sure we'll catch up with you ahead of the upcoming shows. You've got one on the 21st of October as well.
21st, yeah, Josh Taylor. He's fighting for a Commonwealth title in his 7th fight. Flying. He's a talent. He's unbelievable to watch. So I'm really looking forward to it. I mean, Dave Ryan's like a hard fight for anyone. Do you know what I mean? He can take a great shot. Can drop Tyrone Nurse a couple of times, beat him for a British title. Everyone's saying it's a step too soon for Josh Taylor, but I believe in that fight, and I think he's going to set Edinburgh alight. And I also think he'll stamp his authority on the domestic scene and have a couple of good domestic scraps out. There's Jack Catterall, who's looking good, Tyrone Nurse as well. So I think that division is simmering, and
it's still wide open as well. That 140 division.
Ohar Davies as well. You got obviously on the world scene, you got the likes of Terence Crawford and stuff like that. But there's some great fights out there domestically, I think. So could be in for a treat.
All right, Shane, thank you very much for talking to us, and we'll catch up with you soon.
Cheers,
thank you very much.